Hey guys, Jim here and welcome to a brand new series. We are playing Civilization 5, Brave New World, and while I do have a pilot episode of this game out on my channel, I have decided not to continue that game. Instead, I'm going to be making a brand new one and then we'll see where that takes us. So we're gonna set up a game here, we're gonna do it as randomly as possible. So we have random civilization for all, we have random map type, map size small because I don't want the game to last forever. Difficulty Emperor because that's the level I normally play at in order to get a bit of challenge. If there's not a solid chance that I'll lose, then I won't be playing my best, so we really want the difficulty up there. I've also turned on random personalities, so I will never know exactly which of the AI will backstab me. Normally there are certain AI that you can be certain will always stab you in the back at the first chance they get, but this kind of eliminates that. It still has the backstabbing, of course, but you won't know who will do it. I also have quick combat on, because while the combat animations are pretty good, they get boring really quickly. And this little option here cuts the game time by about a third. So let us start the game. And we get
leader of the glorious
of the Siamese Empire. Father governs children. Supposedly we are meant to be friends with city-states here. We get the what, which is like a nice university upgrade, yeah. And then we have the Narisian's elephant, which I have no idea if I'm ever gonna be using. It depends on our warmongering capabilities. So starting location, marble, always good. We have 2 stones, which is gonna make some specific wonders really good for us, that we have this much stone around us. We have no river, which is kinda sad, but we do have a lot of hills for nice bit of production. I think growing this city is gonna be the main problem, and that's why we need a maritime city-state as soon as we can. And we also have a lot of sugar down here. I mean, we can reach these 2 here. We're not gonna be reaching this one, and this one is out of range as well, so more cities and a maritime city-state, that's the plan for now. I believe that we are gonna start with, what do we have? We have cows here, and now I'm gonna go for the pottery first, and then let's get a scout going. Because of the value of the ruins in the early game, getting that scout out early can really make a big difference. As you can see, we're already way behind people. That's because of the difficulty level. I think the AI start with both like an archer and a worker as well. So for the foreseeable future, we're gonna be at the bottom of the scoreboard until we somehow manage to catch up. And there's the first guy, Sweden. Svenska djävla. Well, let's see what he has. Of course, we can't make embassies yet, because no one has discovered writing. So we just know that he lives over here somewhere, and the sooner we find him, the better position we're in, I'd say. So let's hit the scout the other way here, just because we can, and then get a monument going so we can get some more culture up. Barbarians at the gates of Sweden, supposedly. And barbarians at our gates as well. Beautiful. Okay, there's a city-state over there. I believe Sweden must then be further south of us. Brussels. Cultural. Yeah, that's not gonna help us a lot. Immediately, at least. Ooh, ruins. Change the directions. There's a lot of jungle down here. I'm not quite sure what map type this is. It could potentially be the either Caribbean or Amazon rainforest, something like that. We'll see once we get more explored. Ooh, mining. Nice. Good start, good start. So, yeah, at the moment we just have the exploration phase here. Exploration stage, not faith. Those guys distracting me. And there's another city-state up here. Wonder what they are. Okay, so Sweden has to be pretty much straight south of us, because we're running out of stuff to discover. Vancouver, and they are maritime. Alright, I believe they might just be destined to be our friends. So, down here we have another river over there. Oh, more ruins. And we just nicked them in front of Sweden. Although it was a pretty damn useless camp. Let us, in terms of, we're not in a strong position in terms of religion in this game, because we don't have a religion-focused civilization at all. So I'm really tempted to try and get the granary, because we have the deer right here, so it'll be giving us free food, and we can grow the city much faster. I actually think that's what we're gonna do. So get that granary going. You want to pay us for an embassy? Sure, we can use the gold, and it doesn't really harm us anything because you've already found us. Shaka. Okay. Now, with the random personalities, I wouldn't be surprised if Shaka turned out to be an absolute Care Bear. But we'll see. Now, the personalities of the various leaders, it's somewhat normally they're somewhat a mix of what they would be in real life and how they could play to their civilization's strength. So there is a good chance that the random personalities here will actually mess up the game for the AI. But on the other hand, there's also a good chance that they'll mess up my game, because I just don't know what to expect from them. Alright, we got animal husbandry, so we can make the first trade unit. That's pretty useless, because there is no way we can have a safe trade route here. So what we're gonna do instead is grab hold of... Well, masonry would be pretty good with all the stone around us. Calendar would be good if we really do want... Ooh, stoneworks. Plus 1 hammer for each stone, yeah. And there's of course the Mausoleum of Halicarnassus. Each source of marble or stone gives plus 2 gold. So we really want masonry, we want calendar, and we want... Yeah, let's get masonry. And then we have a chance of getting that wonder. Getting an extra plus 6 gold from tiles that we're going to be working anyway is going to be a huge boost to us. Okay, Japan is down there. Supposedly we haven't met them because we haven't actually encountered any of the units. But we know they exist down there. And I'm just going to go Liberty immediately, because I like Liberty. Well, let's go down and say hi to Japan. Okay, they're actually over here instead. And Lord Washington of America.
The United States of America welcome you.
Yeah. And Askia as well. And Oda Nobunaga. Alright, so the entire family is gathered here. We know pretty much everyone, and everyone is on this continent. That's gonna cause some tension. Be interesting to watch. And be part of course. Okay, since we met Japan, we don't need to go down there anymore. Let's go up instead and see what we find. Down here we have a bit of horses, we have some gold. I think we want to kind of try and backtrack a bit and see if we can somehow get close to the city again and find our next settling spot. Yeah, let's get all the gold. And you want to give us gold as well? I'll take it. 30 gold for an embassy, that's decent enough for me. They're not really gaining anything at this point in the game from having an embassy other than they know the location of my capital. Which is really a minor thing, because when we're clearly all on the same continent, they'll find it eventually anyway. So might as well get those 30 gold. They stole the ruin I found. That's annoying. Oh well. Okay, so backtracking. This way. And bam, get rid of him. There we go. Now, in terms of population, we're doing rather well. Someone's fighting down there. 3 citizens so far, and we're growing in 4 turns. I believe if we just look at this one quickly, we're Yeah, well, not too far behind. We're a bit behind, actually. But once we get the granary going, I mean, they all have farms and such because of their free worker. Oh dear lord. We're gonna have to compete with this guy. I'm hoping that the barbarians will take him out, but most likely not. Alright, so I believe we kind of have the choice now. Either I'm gonna go for a warrior because I normally never build enough military oil in the game, and that always ends up biting myself in the ass. Ah, we get the ruin. Nice. That was unexpected. Not quite sure what happened to their scout then, but we have a spearman now. Let's just allow him to heal for a bit. Alright, nothing of significant value up here. There is a nice city spot over here somewhere, I'm sure. But in terms of like the normal stuff I look for in a city spot, we're really looking more over here on the right. Like we have the even more stone over here. We have some horses, bit of extra sugar. Down here, of course, we have gems, more luxuries than we can ever use. And supposedly we have a lot of culture already, so let us continue going up in Liberty here. We want the second city as soon as we can, and we really want a worker as well. Since we didn't build a worker already and we have masonry ready now, let's get the worker here so we can get that marble. If we can get the marble, then we can get the wonder much quicker, and of course that's gonna help us out in the end. Okay, we're doing somewhat well on wealth. Not the worst. I have no idea where Washington got all that wealth he has. 600 something gold at this point in the game. That's ridiculous. Okay, Cape Town, right here. Okay, and they're friendly. Nice. Okay, that's really nice to know actually that they're right there. That's probably going to be our first trade route then, because that's going to be really easy to defend, as it's such a short distance. Let's see. We have the barbarians down here, of course, which we really want to get rid of, but we also want to defend our worker. That's not a mistake I'm willing to make. And let's try and get this museum or mausoleum rather, of Halicarnassus done. I'm gonna let the city grow one more citizen before I move it over to production focus to get the wonder done. I'm hoping that will pay off in the end. Larger cities are always a good thing. If you have the happiness for it, of course. But generally, population growth is king in this game. See, if I do this, then you can't get past, in one turn at least. Kinda hoping he'll try something here. We can get rid of him. Nope, just moving like an idiot. Oh, what do we have here? Now this all of a sudden got interesting, because we can take out that guy. Okay, I might have screwed myself here, because if these guys move away into my... They can't move, they can't. Okay, attack. That's the best choice. And then we're crossing our fingers, because I might just have screwed myself over by actually sending the warrior out, rather than just staying put. Let's get riding. And you need to go to production focus here, so we can cut off a couple of turns. And I really want this quarry done. Okay, they could move, that's annoying, because now you can go in and steal the worker. Sure. Come on, just do it already. Oh, really? Well, that's bloody nice of you. Right, let's try and steal this guy. Now, of course, you cannot move into a safe location. But we can bombard, and you can move up there, and then you can attack, and then hopefully, even if they do steal him, then we can take it back immediately. Scout here, I think we pretty much... I'm gonna move him one turn. No. He'll survive. Come on, let's get this worker business over with. Yeah, as expected. And then we do this and grab him back. Not a big deal. Over here, what just happened? Where did they go? They went down south. They must have. Yeah. Alright, you need to come back and heal quickly just so we can use you again. Brussels, Colombo. So you want us to destroy yeah, I think it's this camp. Yeah, it's exactly. That camp. We can do that. Eventually. Right now we need to get these workers down here to the cows and these 2 stone here. And then I actually think we might want this guy, first of all, to heal. Then you can get over here and guard the workers. Now we want to get down here as fast as we can. Now the race for the settler goes in here because while we can't steal the settler, we can steal a worker from it. Let's go right here. And yeah, get the pasture. Public Sweden defending Cape Town? Fair enough. Not a big fan of that, but whatever. We start softening up these guys. I mean, they, as you can see, they're clearly coming to try and take the settler back. So we just need to be ready for the Hail Mary. So let's rest for a turn. See what they do. I'm guessing they're gonna go down here and attack in. And then if they don't take over, then we can come in and clean up. We have writing now, which is brilliant, so let us go for... Do we have anything else we need to improve here? We have calendar for these, we have mining, and we need trapping. That's what we need. Alright, Scout is ready to do stuff again. This guy is... If we could take out this camp pretty easily, then we could get friends with Brussels. And that would give us a couple of turns of some extra culture that we could really use. Especially because of our... unique ability our civilization has. So I believe I'm gonna try and move some stuff over there to... Yeah, as expected they attacked it, so we can now take this guy as a worker. And it's just a matter of transporting him back. Of course, the Zulu are gonna hate us for this, they won't know. Actually, I don't think there's any sort of logic in the game to know that we stole a work from them, because we actually stole it from the barbarians. We just didn't return it. That's a bit of a difference. Golden Age... let's go for this one. And go for the settler quickly. Oh, they have 2 units over here as well. We might need to see if we can lure that archer out. Because our scout is taking a bit of damage from that. If you go over there, and you go up here. And sure, get the healing promotion. Because you're gonna be cannon fodder, so we just need you to be able to defend yourself. They should not be, exactly, they shouldn't be able to fire over the forest, so... We can send these guys into the marsh. And you, of course, just keep moving through the jungle here, trying to get back. We get the mausoleum, why do I keep making that mistake? We get the mausoleum in the next turn. Which is absolutely brilliant, allows us to get a good bit of gold going early in the game here. 100 gold for each great person expended. It's not going to be a lot, but the marble or stone, which for the entire game is going to give us plus 6 gold in tiles that we're going to be using anyway. That's just fantastic. Alright, so we have that. Oh, and because of the amount of production we have here, we can sacrifice a bit of we can sacrifice a bit of growth and see if we can get one more of these lovely wonders here. The pyramids, of course, will give us 2 workers, but that's really not something we want because we already have 2 workers. Any more will just up our unit costs. We can get the faith from Stonehenge. I think we kind of already lost part of the race for getting a early religion. But then again, no one else has seems to have founded one, from what I can tell. And the Stonehenge does carry its bonus all the way through the game. So does the Great Library, though. I'm gonna go for the Great Library. Let's get that, see if we can somehow get that before anyone else finds it. Archery, just to pick that one up. And see what happens. These guys continue their trek back home. And we can clear out the archer. That leaves the camp alone, or just the camp. Which is pretty good. We no longer get gold. Okay, Great Library is done. That's it. So that was the wrong monument to build. Let us try for Stonehenge then. Actually, let's get the stoneworks done. Because that's going to give us a lot of extra production. And then we can move these guys over here. Nice defensible position. You guys can stand in. Try that. And then you continue home, of course. Once we get the stoneworks done here, we can swap back to growth focus, I believe, because we'll have so much production here that it's going to be pretty good. We have the flanking bonus, of course, so we can begin softening up those guys. I kind of wish we had an archer over here as well, but we haven't had a chance to make one of those yet. We'll get a chance soon enough. There we go, that's 1 quarry done. As you can see, these tiles here providing 2 food, 2 hammers, and 2 gold as well. With the stone works, it'll be 3 hammers. And you want a promotion. Rest up a bit. You're tired. Quarry. Continue moving home, and I believe we can wait 1 more turn for this. No one else has tried to attack this camp yet, so I think getting the tiny alliance with Brussels is pretty much guaranteed. And since barbarians for some reason still don't heal in their camps, it's just a matter of waiting them out. Attacking when we can. Oh god. It's not just a matter of attacking when we can anymore. These guys are such a pain in the ass. They don't have a lot of strength, but they do have a ranged attack. And I'm not quite sure that these guys are up for it. I'm gonna have to try and fortify them, and then I'm gonna move this guy up instead. And then hope we can get the worker home in time without him being attacked. Okay, we don't want to fall behind on science, so let's get that library done. Food focus, see how much we can grow while still producing a lot. Okay, they can't reach the workers yet. It's just a matter of, yeah, we need to keep our eye on these guys, because these can be very dangerous. They can of course attack us here across the swamp, or they can go in there and be idiots. That's completely fine with me. Get Scout in for the flanking bonus, and then take out as much of them as we can. We should be able to take the camp next turn. We're not gonna be getting any of these really good ones. Watermill is pretty useless for us because we don't have a river. But sailing might potentially be good for us before too long, especially if we settle over here with the fish and whatnot. Yeah, let's attack. Alright, we have managed to get the worker pretty much home. Always nice. These guys, nearly dead. So very nearly dead. Let's just finish them off with the scout here. And you should be able to take the camp. It almost cost us everything we had, but I believe that this is a wise course of action. Get that ally up here, and get all the culture we can. See if we can get a bit of a head start on that. And I believe that's gonna be the first episode here. We have Capsule here, nearly at 6 population. We got the first wonder that we wanted. We have decent enough starting location. We need to start setting that second city that's gonna be coming as soon as we get enough culture for a second policy. And in the meantime, I'm gonna be pretty much just healing up my troops here until we get that settler. We have the entire area here lit up, so we can move him over here safely and settle next to all these wonderful resources. I think we're gonna settle right there. So yeah, that's gonna be next time. I'm Jerry, and this has been Civilization: Brave New World. Bye.